Day 9. Feeling fine. Day 9, feeling fine. Good morning. Listening to the frogs croak and the birds. Sounds a little like they're laughing. Day 9, sunrise dance. A practice of self-care, amplifying self-care. You know, this the sense of being in the body, it's so easy to say, I'm in my body, and then have things occur that happen when we're not in our body. You know, accidents and injuries and not feeling so great. Where the gift of truly awakening awareness inside, like truly receiving, being receptive to awareness inside, the gift of that is a more relaxed nervous system, a deeper calm, a sense of peace. There's also an inherent inside of that is joy. There's once we truly are receiving from the body in a deep level, joy comes forth. It's a deep piece of the body experiencing itself. And it's a way to be fully present. Good morning, Anita. So we can practice it, so we can really get a feel for it, and then we get to practice it in life when all the challenges around us are happening. So eventually, over time, it becomes a sensory experience that we are clear of when we're not in it and when we're in it, and we can start to weave it into our lives so that we're in it more consistently, in a more sustained way. Good morning, Jay. Good to feel you there, girlfriend. And the cool thing with joy is that joy, there's a difference between people feeling, so there's the good feelings, right? There's those feelings that you know, life is going our way and everything feels good. So those are emotions. And when people are together and those emotions are together, there's a lot of energy that uplifts, and that's good, that's wonderful. However, what's even deeper and richer and more feeling and more powerful is when a group is together and everybody has a variety of emotions. People are dealing with different things. They're deep into their truth, but they're all connected to the joy of the body. And that has a resonant quality that is transforming to others around them. It creates almost, you could think of it like a grid, like if we all deeply connect within and feel that inherent joy, then all of the emotions that need to move through us can move through, and it becomes, there's no bypassing or, you know, it's almost disrespectful when someone doesn't receive me. They are judging the emotion that I'm having or aren't holding a space for me to feel the way I feel. It makes it so that the communication between us feels forced, and it doesn't feel real, and it doesn't feel safe for me to feel what I'm feeling. So just sharing that, like, that's my experience. So when I talk about this deeper joy of going in and feeling the awareness of the body experiencing itself, and I'm with others who are also doing that same thing, our conversations are different. There's a lot less talking, there's a lot more respect, and a lot more of just being together, and there's something inside of that that is so rich and undersourced right now that we can create that in Kai, and we can create that here with this morning dances of just tapping into that and together collectively creating that. Hello. So let's begin our dance. I brought my book, Dancing with Dharma. Good morning. Let's see what comes up here. Oh, this chapter is called Co-Creating with Space Itself. Space is solid and you are empty. See, this is her biography. She says, in the early days of the open theater, I participated in an ensemble consciousness that I had been yearning for without having any name for it. While we explored many styles and techniques of acting, I was most familiar with our work to find ways, influenced by our work, to find ways to communicate beyond the talking heads approach popular in the theater in the 1950s. An approach that had lingered in acting studio training and on Broadway. In contrast, the exercises of open theater relied on body-centered messages and rhythmic repetition to hold the group's communication together, creating an ability to stop and start as one organism, abruptly falling apart into individual solo riffs, and unexpectedly sliding back into unison like a jazz ensemble. Some of the open theater workshop exercises led to novel performances capturing the imaginations of off-Broadway audiences and other experimental artists. Decades before the term physical theater was coined, the open theater saw a body-based performance style. To some audiences, we might have seemed more like dancers than actors, except that Chaikin and other playwrights such as Jean-Claude Van Itali were intent on shaping meaning through improvisational and scripted forms. Our ensemble experiments, for example, exploring whether a feeling like lust or anger might lurk underneath the character's outer behavior, also made for good entertainment. One of our signature exercises began with a seemingly innocuous outer activity, such as a church meeting or a visit to the dentist's office, morphing into a physical and vocal inside expression of hopes, fears, desires, or revulsions seething within. Without missing a beat, the ensemble's insides ceased, and the outer scene picked up exactly where it had left off. Though we did not know or use the term mindfulness and awareness, the practice of mindful awareness was central to our work. 20 years later, the Open Theater was invited at a reunion at Kent State University, where, having lit upon the idea at a party the night before, we played Insides during a panel discussion. The ease, harmony, and magic that emerged made the length of time since most of us had seen one another seem improbable. So that feels like that kind of plays into our dance today, mindfulness and awareness. Let's do that. How are you today? How's your body? All right. Just gonna let improvisation pick out the song, I think. Gotta get my internet working. Yes, Cindy says. She's in Colorado. Yes, let's dance. All the emotions, the sensations, the home of your body. Let's see. 1 second, looking for a song. You're welcome.
Singing a cigarette. Took a look around, but there was no one left. Then again, suddenly turn around and you're in front of me, standing there winking with the gold dress on. Asked if I could play you just one more song.
Choreography is sometimes fun. Felt that joy. My feet, felt it in my hips, felt it in my spine, felt it with you. Thank you, body. Thank you, people. Thank you, musicians, artists. Thank you, breath. Anita, yay. Thank you, Anita. Hips are happy, Cindy says. Hips are happy, yum. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Susan says, loved it. Good morning, Sitara. You too, Cindy. It's fun to feel this exchange. Ah, deep in the body, connected to the outside, but anchored deep in the body. Namaste. King's inside. He didn't come out. We're actually getting some yard work done, so it's our fence is down, and I don't want King to come out in case he gets too near the road that's busy. So keeping him safe and sound inside. Have a beautiful day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, day 10. Maybe see you